Welcome to the deep dive. You're here because, like us, you want to get smart fast about things that really matter.
Right. And today, we're tackling something super relevant to how we all seem to learn now.
Exactly. Instructional videos, think online courses, YouTube
Yeah,
tutorials.
we all watch them. But does the instructor's, vibe actually make a difference? Their positivity?
That's the big question. And we're not just guessing. We've dug into some solid research.
Yep. A big meta-analytic review. It just came out in May in the Educational Psychology Review.
And meta-analysis, that basically means they combined a whole bunch of studies, right?
Exactly. It's like a study of studies. Gives you a much broader, more reliable picture
Mhm.
than just one experiment. Pulls all the data together.
Okay, so our mission today, crack open this review, pull out the key findings. What happens when the person on screen is positive?
Does it help us learn? Hurt? Make no difference.
Yeah, and there might be some surprises, definitely some actionable stuff, whether you're making videos or just learning from them.
And this review is pretty thorough. They looked at 37 different studies.
37, wow.
Yeah. And they measured lots of different things, how learners felt, their motivation, attention.
Cognitive load, that's like brain strain.
Sort of, yeah. How hard your brain's working. And crucially, did people actually learn better? Achievement.
Okay, let's get right to it then. The main headline, overall impact of a positive instructor.
The core finding is, well, pretty strong. Positive instructors in these videos do significantly enhance several key parts of learning.
Okay, so it actually works.
It seems so.
Yeah.
It's not a minor thing either. The effect was significant across the board in certain areas.
Like what specifically? What gets better?
Well, maybe not surprisingly, learners felt more positive emotions themselves. That positivity seems contagious.
Uh-huh, makes sense.
But also, their motivation went up. They felt more driven to learn the material.
Okay, that's huge. Motivation is key.
Definitely. And they rated the whole learning experience as better. Felt more satisfied afterwards.
So a better feeling overall.
Right. And importantly, actual learning achievement was higher. People learned more.
They actually retain the information better.
Seems like it. And one more thing. They paid more attention to the instructor.
That totally tracks, doesn't it? If someone's upbeat and into it, you naturally watch them more closely.
Exactly. It draws you in. And having this confirmed across so many studies, well, that makes the finding pretty robust.
Yeah, it's not just a one-off result, it's a pattern.
Precisely.
But, okay, here's what I find really interesting. Did it improve everything? Because usually there's nuance, right? No magic bullets.
That's a really important angle. And you're right, the review found areas where positivity didn't seem to make a significant difference. Null results, we call them.
Okay, like what? What didn't change?
Well, for one, attention paid to the visuals on screen, like slides, diagrams, text.
Huh. So you watch the instructor more, but not necessarily the PowerPoint slide.
Apparently not significantly more, based on this analysis. The instructor grabs the attention, but it doesn't automatically spill over to the other visual elements.
That's interesting. Almost counterintuitive.
It is a bit. And another thing, cognitive load.
The brain strain we mentioned.
Right. A positive instructor didn't seem to make the material feel significantly easier to process mentally.
So it doesn't necessarily make complex topics suddenly simple.
Nope. And finally, self-efficacy. That's the learner's belief in their own ability to succeed, to master the content.
Their confidence, basically.
Exactly. And instructor positivity didn't significantly boost that either, according to this review.
Wow. Okay, so let's recap that. Positive instructor, boost good feelings, motivation, satisfaction, overall achievement, and attention to the instructor.
Correct.
But doesn't necessarily make you focus more on slides, make the work feel easier, or instantly make you feel like you can ace the topic.
That seems to be the picture emerging from these 37 studies. It highlights that positivity is powerful, but it doesn't fix everything. Other aspects of design are still critical.
Like clear explanations, good visuals, logical structure, all that still matters hugely for managing cognitive load and building confidence.
Absolutely. Positivity is part of the puzzle, not the whole solution.
Okay, so we know what it affects. What about why? Did the research offer theories for why positivity has these particular effects?
It did. The abstract points towards two main theoretical explanations that align with the findings.
Let's hear them.
The first one is basically contagion theory. Emotional contagion.
Like catching a mood.
Pretty much, yeah. Emotions can spread from person to person, often unconsciously. So the instructor's genuine positive feelings, enthusiasm, warmth can kind of transfer to the learner.
Right. I can totally see that. You watch someone passionate about a topic, and you can't help but feel a bit more interested yourself.
Exactly. That shared positive feeling can make the whole experience more engaging. It's a well-studied phenomenon, how emotions can ripple outwards.
Makes sense. What's the other theory?
The second one is called the cognitive affective theory of learning with media. Bit of a mouthful.
Yeah. Break it down for us.
Okay, so cognitive is thinking, affective is feeling. This theory basically says our feelings and our thinking processes are really linked when we learn, especially from media like video.
Mm-hmm.
So positive feelings aren't just nice side effects. They can actually grease the wheels of our cognitive processing.
So feeling good helps you think better, essentially.
In a learning context, yes. Positive emotions might broaden our attention, make us more open to new information, and help us integrate it more effectively. It primes the brain for better learning.
So the instructor makes you feel good, and that good feeling actually helps your brain process the lesson more deeply.
That's the idea behind it. It connects the emotional response triggered by the instructor to improved cognitive outcomes like better understanding and memory.
Okay, two solid theories explaining why this works. Now, you mentioned nuance earlier. Did the study look at when positivity works best? Like, does it depend on the situation?
Yes, exactly. They looked at what are called moderating effects, basically factors that can change how strong the impact of instructor positivity is.
So it's not always the same effect size.
Right, it can vary. The review found a couple of main categories of these influencing factors.
Okay, what's the first category?
The first one involves instructor characteristics and how they express emotion.
So it's not just if they're positive, but how they show it.
Precisely. Think about it. Is the positivity shown through, like smiling and warm facial expressions?
Mm.
Is it in their tone of voice, their gestures, the specific words they use?
Yeah, you could have someone saying positive things but sounding totally flat versus someone whose whole demeanor is upbeat.
Exactly. The way positivity is conveyed seems to matter. And maybe things like authenticity play a role too. Does it feel genuine? Different studies they included looked at these specific cues.
So the delivery of the positivity is key. Makes sense. What's the other category of factors?
The second category includes other factors that aren't directly about the instructor, things independent of them.
Like what kind of things?
This could be the subject matter itself. Maybe positivity is extra helpful for, say, math or a really dry technical subject.
Right, to liven it up.
Possibly. Or it could be about the learner, their prior knowledge, maybe their age, their individual learning style preferences.
So maybe some learners respond more strongly to instructor positivity than others.
That's plausible. Even the learning context, are they watching it for mandatory training versus for personal interest? That could change things too.
Okay, so it's complex. The instructor's positivity interacts with who they are, how they show it, the topic, the learner, and the situation.
Exactly. Understanding these moderators gives us a much richer picture than just saying positivity is good. It helps us see when and how it's most effective.
All right, this is super useful. Let's pivot to the practical side. For anyone creating instructional videos, teachers, trainers, YouTubers, what are the big takeaways?
Well, the most straightforward takeaway is that, generally speaking, intentionally incorporating positive elements into how you present is probably a good idea.
Don't be afraid to smile. Show some enthusiasm.
Right. It's likely to boost engagement, motivation, satisfaction, and based on this, potentially even learning outcomes. It's worth paying attention to.
So it's not just fluff. It can actually be pedagogically sound.
It seems that way. But, and this is important, remember those null results and the moderators.
Yeah. Don't just blast her on a fake smile.
Exactly. The research suggests just being overly positive in a forced way might not be the answer. It hints that authentic, relevant positivity is likely key.
So it should feel genuine to you and appropriate for the content you're teaching.
Precisely. Think about how to convey your passion or interest naturally.
Yeah.
Connect with the audience in a supportive way. It's about finding that authentic sweet spot.
Tone of voice, facial expression, word choice. It all contributes.
Absolutely. It's about the whole package, not just ticking a B positive box.
This has been really illuminating. So let's try and boil it down. What's the main thing listeners should take away from this deep dive?
I think the core message is that having a positive instructor in a video isn't just about making it more pleasant, though it does that too. It generally leads to learners feeling better, being more motivated, more satisfied, paying more attention to the instructor, and crucially, achieving more in their learning.
But we also need to remember it's not a cure-all. It doesn't automatically mean learners focus more on the slides or find the material easier or instantly feel super confident.
Exactly. Those aspects need other strategies, clear design, good structure, practice opportunities, and so on. Positivity is a powerful ingredient, but it's part of a larger recipe for effective learning.
Right. It complements other good instructional practices.
Perfectly put.
So here's a final thought for everyone listening. Knowing this, how might you change how you approach learning from videos? Will you pay more attention to the instructor's vibe? And if you create content, how can you thoughtfully, authentically weave in positivity to really help your audience learn? What kind of positivity fits you and your topic?
Yeah, it's definitely food for thought. And this research really just opens the door. There's so much more to explore about which specific instructor behaviors work best and how they interact with different learners and subjects. It's a fascinating area.
Absolutely. A great reminder of how human connection plays a role, even through a screen.